Hi, Scott here. I'm down below the Heart Labyrinth and the center, but the reason I wanted to make a video today is because Anita just followed a deer trail over here, basically just cutting out buckthorn. And as she did that, it actually led to exactly the same spot at the river, right, that we were trying to lead people to through the Heart Labyrinth and our casual temple of the center. To this, number one, just to enjoy the river, right? But number two, for me, a river is a great symbol, say, of the river of life, which you actually find that symbol in so many different religions, certainly Christianity at the beginning, right? But certainly in Hinduism and so many different, you get echoes of it in like Taoism, the whole flow, right, of water, and water's central there for Lao Tzu. So here you have these intellectual leaders or whatever, spiritual leaders, getting to actually the flow itself. And the woman that really made me think about this over 20 years ago now, 30 years ago, is Mother Teresa, when she said a lot of people talk about love, and that's good, that's not bad, but they don't actually, they're not really loving. And about the same time, a woman was in my church, and she said that was her problem with so many churches. They talk about love, but they're not really getting to loving. And that's what it's bringing, those two things together. In other words, the way we think, right, with that just guttural actually loving. So it's getting that the head and the gut together through the heart, right? The heart mind, you might say. That's when, and it's actually getting us to the flow of love. Well, that's when I'm most excited about my life. It's, even being me. And I think that's true of all of us. I think we all desire to love and be loved and live a life we love, and to bring it all together in that flow. And that's why we have the center. It's like how to do those things that support really doing that, right? And the secret is it actually brings vitality to us. Think about Archbishop Desmond Tutu, through that whole thing with apartheid and all that, and then as that came down, and he was part of bringing it down, he loved, and Nelson Mandela did the same thing, how to have compassion on everybody, even as some things were wrong and needed to be set right. He didn't fall into hate. And if I saw him speak once, and he's so vital, as he's stayed in touch with that desire to love and be loved, even as we're trying to make things right, it's kept him vital from the inside out. Another example, the Dalai Lama, same thing, right? You see his joy. He could hate the Chinese. He doesn't. He loves them. He has compassion on them, even as saying, yeah, they shouldn't be doing what they've been doing for the last whatever, so many years. It's so as we go to that deeper level, and this is what I think any great spiritual teacher, any great tradition does, it helps us get to loving from that deeper level as we're living our lives. It's good for us. It's actually better for the world. And this is the big challenge now in the coronavirus crisis, I think we're all feeling vulnerable here, because we all are, either to catching it, right, the virus, or to the vulnerabilities like in the financial implications, right, in the economy and all that stuff. It is a storm shaking up the world. So how to go deeper than the blame and shame game, get to loving first, like in our patterns. This is why when I'll talk about a path or maybe a kayak, right, is it getting you to the river, the flow of love that actually, as you center in that, you actually have a much better adventure from the inside out, right? And that's where, like, the Dalai Lama, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, there's such great examples. Mother Teresa in many ways too. You know what I mean? It's how to bring it all together in how we're engaging the problem. It actually feels so much better when we can come from love. Love for ourselves. And then as we get in touch with that, we realize, wow, I want this for everybody, because we're working from a different level, and it's better for all of us, right, to have this respect and even awareness and compassion for each other in the midst of our fears. That just, then we can build so much better what might be a solution and a better future, right? So that's my hope for you. And what I love about, and why I decided to make this video is, you can come to the center, and we have lots, like all the different practices and our practitioners who are awesome, and the casual temple up there, but then the Heart Labyrinth down here. So some structure, you might say, a little more thinking kind of stuff, but then hopefully get to the heart. Or you can just come down and take a walk on the path, and just come out and just be you. It's like just enjoy being you in nature and get back in touch with that just vitality of that. That's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. And to support one another in that, and be open to God, that the living God that actually is behind all of this, and hopefully the head and the heart and the gut all coming together as that flow of life is flowing through us. That's my hope. And it's a beautiful vision we're going after here at the center. Thank you so much for doing this together and supporting each other in this way. It's a beautiful thing. Thanks.